Hello, this is Adam, welcoming you from sunny Zakynthos, where my head shines even brighter than normal because the sun's out. Now, in all of my time in health and well-being, which has been pretty much 19 years now, and dealing with thousands of people who've had serious health issues, there's one underlying factor that every single illness is also always related to. There's always some sort of connection between stress and illness. The two go hand in hand. And I've found that anyone that gets something really serious wrong with them always has a stress issue. Now, what causes people stress? Now, there's two areas that I've found that cause people more consistent stress than any other areas. One is in their personal relationships, and the other one is at work. Personal relationships, people feel stuck in relationships where they've maybe bought a house together, they don't know how that's going to pan out. Then there's the fear of the unknown. Usually their confidence has taken a knock, the love has gone, but there's the practicalities, there might be children involved. And the other thing is work issues, where in this economic climate, people are worried about their jobs. Consequently, supervisors or bosses are allowed to get away with more. So they can be critical, they can be unreasonable, they might not listen to you. And all of these things, you hold them inside, and what this does is manifest as a stress response. So let's look at what stress is. Let's look at what the stress response does. Well, back in the prehistoric times, millions of years ago, when we were cavemen and we used to run around with our clubs, well, it was very realistic that some huge beast could turn up literally on our front doorstep. So huge Tyrannosaurus Rex turns up looking for dinner, and suddenly you find yourself on the menu. Well, our stress response is designed to deal with that. What happens is it stops sending muscles. It stops sending blood to all of your non-essential central organs. So things like your digestion, that's not going to happen. All of the blood goes to your peripheral muscles and your brain. So you have to think quickly and you have to act quickly, literally enabling you to fight the beast, which probably wasn't a great idea with a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or flight, which was more appropriate. So if you're a professional runner, you can imagine that having this stress response would probably be a good thing. But here's where the problem lies. Most people today are working behind desks or working in office environments, so we're not physically active. So when this stress response comes, you're ready to literally fight someone or run, but you're stuck behind a desk. And things that can cause a stress response at work, criticism, guilt can cause it, anger, friction at work, things that don't work, people saying things, you thinking one thing and not saying it, hiding your feelings for fear that you might lose your job. Now, these are very real concerns, but what the stress response also does, it raises your blood pressure, it floods your body full of adrenaline, and you're ready literally like this. So I don't know if you've seen the film Falling Down with Michael Douglas, or you've ever felt the urge to literally stick your foot through this TV, to pick your laptop up and chuck it out the window somewhere, or to actually hurt somebody. Now, whilst this isn't productive and it's not particularly good, this is natural. This is your stress response. This is fight or flight. And if you don't learn how to manage this, if you're replaying in your head the same incidents that causes all of this adrenaline, then your blood pressure's going up all the time, and then it's calming, and then it's up again. And because of this, your digestion will slow down. So this is why common outcomes of people with stress, they'll get overweight because your digestion stops working properly, and you'll have high blood pressure because naturally you're ready to fight monsters or beasts and you're stuck behind a desk in an office environment. So this is why stress management is so important. It's so crucial to understand what causes you to go into this fight or flight response and more importantly, how to get out of it. So what I'm going to tell you now is how to get out of it. If you find yourself ready to kill, or feel like you could, or all of this energy and you're stuck behind a desk, well, one good thing is to actually get mobile. If you're able to do that, go for a walk. But the best thing you can do if you can't do that is to focus on your breathing. Now, it's important to tell yourself that you're actually safe, because fight or flight, your brain doesn't know the difference between a real stress response, a real fight for your life situation, and a perceived one or imaginary. So your boss telling you that you're incompetent, it's not very nice, but your life is still safe. Unless you keep going into this stress response. Your blood pressure goes up, adrenaline raises, you're stuck behind a desk, and you're thinking things that you feel that you can't express. This is why sometimes telling people how you feel is actually a good thing. It offloads it. But breathing is the key. So if you find yourself in that, if you feel like you're feeling angry, you're feeling that you want to fight somebody, or literally you've got all this energy and you don't know how to deal with it, well, start telling yourself, this is important. Tell yourself, I'm safe. I'm safe. Your life is not at risk. This is why your blood pressure is going up. Your brain hasn't sensed the difference. Tell yourself you're safe and start breathing deeper. Nice, deep breaths from your stomach, right from your belly, hold it for a few seconds and then slowly breathe out. And as you do, think, I'm safe. And here's another thing you might want to consider. The people that you usually allow yourself to be stressed by, your boss, the person who you're in a relationship is not happy, they probably won't be at your funeral. So you're actually killing your body, you're putting stress on your heart for people who don't actually care for you. So start to care less about what they say, what they think. Start to be more honest with these people. Start to tell them how you feel and how you don't appreciate being spoken to in a certain way. Is your job really worth your life? Which is what happened to people who end up with strokes and heart attacks. And the most common warning symptoms are being overweight and having a high blood pressure. So if you know anyone that falls into those categories, just ask them, what's happening in your life that's causing you stress at the moment? And I guarantee they will know straight away what it is. The two big ones, work and relationships. So I hope that this helps. I hope that it gives you something to start managing your stress better. And more importantly of all, I hope that you relax, you realize that you're safe, and that you have a bit more fun in life. Because too many people take it far too seriously, when really, life's here to have fun. So get rid of the people who don't appreciate you and bring in more people who do, and life will get easier. It's me, Adam Shaw. Thanks for listening to my little spiel. I hope it helps. And if this does help, or you know someone who's highly stressed, please share this video with them. Share this page, because it will cost you nothing and it could save their life.